What's up, moviegoers? That's right, I have a catchphrase now. Today we're going to be talking about Ant-Man, the Quantumania. Quantumania, multiverse, same thing, same difference. I've got a whole entire list now, and we're going to be talking off of that list about a few subjects that happened in the movie. I just went to go see it, so we got some stuff to talk about. First things up. This was not a Marvel movie. Nothing about this movie was Marvel at all. It was a Star Wars movie, through and through. That is not a spoilers. You saw it in the trailer. I didn't want to believe it. I'm sure you didn't want to believe it. But yeah, it is definitely a Star Wars movie. From all the different weapons, from all the different kind of areas and scenery, it's very Star Wars. The characters were all Marvel. They all said Marvel things, like Marvel script things. This time they were a little funnier though. I don't know who got a hold of the script, but thanks. He was a little jokester. He was a little humorous, if you will. But yeah, the guy got a hold of the script, made it a little funny. Everything's Star Wars now. Nothing about this movie was Marvel at all. The beginning was pretty Marvel-ish, but after that, no. Star Wars movie, through and through. But I'm gonna give my rating, and then we're gonna get into the spoilers stuff. Alright. Now, I thought really hard about this, just because I know that when it comes to Marvel movies, I get really biased, because I'm kind of a Marvel fan. Don't look at the t-shirt. But, I have to go with a 9 out of 10. Now, it was a really damn good movie. It was such a damn good movie. But, I couldn't give it a 10 out of 10. No matter what I did, I just couldn't give it a 10 out of 10. There was some few minor things that just kind of held it back a little bit. But besides that, it was still a really good movie. So I gave it a 9 out of 10. It was a 9 out of 10. But with all that aside, welcome to the spoiler zone. That's right, moviegoers. It's spoiler time. We're going to talk about some of the cons and some of the pros, even though there's a lot more pros than there is cons. So, first thing about the pros, this movie looked amazing. I mean, this movie looked so damn good. You thought Avatar Way of the Whatever looked good? No. Dude, those few same scenes, nah. It couldn't compare, dude. There was different scenes where there was bugs oozing from the walls and stuff like that. There was a living sun, and then there was all this weird meshy gooey stuff. It was kind of like fiberglass, but you wanted to touch it and eat it like fiberglass. You shouldn't do that to fiberglass. But anyways, another pro, Kang. I was so worried about this. So worried about this so much because I am a comic fan. They made him blue. They made him blue. He's blue. He's blue. He's blue. Thank God he was blue. I was so scared because the movie posters and the trailer, they all had him as the same skin tone as he was before. But Kang the Conqueror is blue. Now, not to say that I don't like that he's a black actor. He is a phenomenal black actor. In fact, I think he's going to be just as good as Chadwick Boseman. And rest in peace, man, he was one of my favorite black actors, and he did such a good job as Black Panther. I miss the guy, honestly. I don't think we'll be able to do very good movies without him, honestly. But he was really good in Loki, and I really liked him in Loki. He does such a good job at playing a villain. It's uncanny. He's really good at being menacing. But I do want them to stay, towards the canon. I do. I really want them to. So they kind of made a little bit of an in-between. So his real skin tone is black, which is understandable, that's his character. And so his villain skin tone is blue. He can swap between the two, which I'm okay with. As long as they stick to, the normal canon, yeah, I'm okay with that. That's pretty cool. And then, also, they gave him his costume. They gave Kang the Conqueror his actual costume! Fuck! That was so cool. That was really cool, and I really liked that so much. I don't even have words for it because it looked so good. It looked really good. And I really wish they would do that for more characters. I know they're about to do that for Wolverine and Deadpool 3. They're going to give him his actual costume, which I'm really hyped about. But I wish they would do that more because it just hypes me up so much more. Because I know that they're going more towards the comics. And the comics are just so cool. And you movie directors don't know what you're doing. But apparently this one does. Thank you. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, kept the blue, comic accurate. Oh, yeah. Woo! Wasp. Bro, she is fine. She is so hot. Like, honestly, she is absolute gorgeous. There are so many scenes where it just shows her ass. Like, her ass and her whole ass. Like, nothing but just her ass. Like, in the scene. That's what I'm going to say about that. This is going to roll into a con, actually. From the pros to the cons. She barely gets any speaking roles. I don't know if they're having, like, some sort of feud over there at Marvel Entertainment. Marvel Studios. But she barely has any roles at all. I know she gets, like, her company back, which is cool. But, like, she barely talks at all. The only part where she actually talks is at the very end. And she's like, Scott, I love you so much. You did such a good job as a father, even though she's not mine. This is such a nice and romantic scene, and we're not gonna kiss at all. It was like her only important speaking role. And I guess that was cool. On to the next thing. Ant-Man actually fights. He was actually useful in this movie, and he actually fights. Like, there was other movies where he was kind of fighting, but like he went like big and was like, oh, you hit me. I'm gonna cry about it. But no, this guy has fights, and he fights well. Like, there was some scenes where he was tiny and he was fighting. There were some scenes where he was like a human and he fought. Like, he fought Kang, this space-time king. He fought him and actually like made him bleed. And there was other scenes where he was knocking down like spaceships and all that, like destroying the place as big Ant-Man, which he never got to do that before because he was just kind of useless. But he fought in this one, and it was actually really cool. I actually enjoyed those scenes. It was actually really nice. Next on the list, ants were in this movie. Ants were in this movie. That was a pro. I think the main thing about Ant-Man is, like, you know, he's an ant guy, but like we don't really see any ants. There was ants in this movie, and they actually helped a lot. So that's all I have to say about that. Next thing. I don't know if you guys know anything about Jay Schlatt. You know, famous YouTuber extraordinaire. But he was in this movie. If you look very, very, very closely, and I think it's like mid of the movie, he's one of the gunners. He's one of the gunners. You have to look. You have to look. But you'll see him. Once you know, you'll know. Editor, put up a photo of Schlatt. Now, editor, put up a picture of two men kissing. And then don't do that. Because we can't allow that on this show. But keep the picture of Schlatt up. That's right. You're going to look for this guy. This guy right here. He's in the movie. He's one of the gunners. He'll go blah, da, 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 da. That's him. Anything besides that? Another pro. There was actually some pretty cool designs in this movie. Like, there was a guy who had like a cannon for a head and he shot a beam, and it was really cool. And there was like some scenes where like Kane like took that energy shot and like spun it around him and shot it back towards him. That was really cool. That was really cool fight choreography. I think that's the word. I think I used it right. But it was really cool. I thought that was really cool. He was a really cool character design. And then there was like some guy who was like, he was like a goo monster. He could like help people like communicate with any language. And he was really curious about holes. Human holes. And I mean human holes. I don't know how this movie didn't turn into a hentai. I'm guessing it's because it didn't have the R rating feature. But anyways, besides all of that, there's one more con I do want to say. They just can't seem to get the woman role right. I don't know what it is. Like, it's like whenever the writers like are like writing down women superheroes on paper, they just get nervous. It's like, I don't think they know what to do. Cause I don't know how to explain it. The daughter's super cringy. She's actually a really cool character. They didn't do too bad on her. She's not like Miss Marvel. She's not like She-Hulk. She's actually a pretty okay character. But there was one scene where there was another woman character and she was kicking ass, and actually it was a really cool scene. But then she had to ruin it, the little daughter character, by saying, "Damn, that was badass. Wish I was cool like her." Why was that needed? Why? You ruined such a cool scene. Like the big, strong, like buff lady was being badass, and she was beating all the other little grunts, and you ruined the scene. You ruined it. You ruined it. It was such a cool scene. You ruined it. I'm disappointed, Marvel. Like, I'm telling you, this movie had potential to become a 10 out of 10 movie. You could have been like Puss in Boots. You could have been like Puss. Editor, put boots on the puss. You could have been like Puss in Boots. A 10 out of 10. But you had to ruin it. It's not that hard to write a really good, badass woman character. It's not. Come on. Many people have done it before. Hunger Games has done it before. Whenever you write a woman character, just leave out the cringe. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Just leave out the cringe in the writing. That's all you have to do. But anyways, thank you guys for watching so much. Thank you, moviegoers, for coming here. I'm going to call you guys that from now on. It is against your will, and you can't help it. Thank you, editor. Special shout out to my editor. Thank you. He does not watch movies, so he does not care about spoilers. Thank you, editor. Mwah. That's it. Thank you for watching. See you, moviegoers. Till next time.